everyone, it is your boy Wincer, and I am back at it again with another video. Today's video is going to be a little bit different from what I usually do. I want to test some new things out for the channel, and I think what better way than to do our market watch. I'm really intrigued with, card prices and where they are in the format, buying low, buying high, should you buy this, should you buy that. Hopefully you guys enjoy this type of content. On top of that, I am also going to be doing some recent pickups, some cards that I personally bought. But before we get into today's video, guys, please be sure to hit the notification box. And if you haven't done so, hopefully I earned your subscription, but please consider subscribing to the channel. We're ever so close to the 1,000 mark. Hopefully I earn it with today's video. And if you guys have, please consider turning on the notification bell. That way you guys can keep up to date with all the video content that does drop on this channel. And also, if you guys want to watch any of this content live, like I just recorded this video, I do everything on my Twitch at twitch.tv/EvilWincer. I'm going to go ahead and put it in the description box, so if you guys want to check that out. I also have a very active Discord, also have a Twitter and a TikTok, so I'm going to put those in the description as well if you guys want to check that out and go give me a follow on those other platforms. Let's go ahead and jump into today's video. I'm pretty excited considering this is the first one I ever do. Since this is the first time that I am doing one of these market watch videos, I wanted to see what is the best way to do it. So since this is the first one, I'm going to try to showcase what I ended up picking up recently first. And then I'm going to go into some of the cards that I would recommend picking up, how the market's looking like. And that's how I'm going to do it for this first video. The next video, I'm going to do it in reverse, and I'm going to showcase what the market's looking like first, and then I'm going to go into my recent pickups. And I want to make sure that you guys give me that feedback. Please do so in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. What is a easier way to digest this type of content? Starting us off, look, man, Dragon Shield, listen, bro, I need you guys to hook me up with some sort of fucking sponsorship. I'd be buying too many sleeves of this shit. These are, in my personal opinion, the best sleeves on the market, man. Like Dragon Shield, classic, so it got that smooth back. Whoo, man. But the problem with it is that they get dirty pretty quickly. Dragon Shield, hit me up, boys. Hit me up, man. I'm an up-and-coming content creator. So let's go ahead and break down what I ended up picking up for my Dragon Link deck. Okay, so two cards that I ended up recently picking up are some Assault Synchron. I ended up picking just 2 copies of this. I mentioned it in my recent deck profile that 3, it was too bricky when I was testing stuff out. So I only ended up buying 2, but at the time they were about like $10 each. I think I bought them a little too high. I think if I were to check the market, I think they're pretty low right now, but ended up buying 2 copies. Definitely something that the Dragon Link deck doesn't necessarily need, but I definitely think it's a great way to go into Synchro 10 plays. Definitely worth investing and testing out for your own. And then I ended up picking up Stardust Synchrons. I actually got a playset. I saw this card. This card was pretty good. It's about like $5-6, where you could get the mega pack for $1 a piece. So I ended up buying the mega pack. So I ended up picking up the secret rares for $5-6 a piece. Oh my god, like secret rare is so nice on this card. And to go with the Synchron stuff, I ended up getting copies of Tuning. I actually don't have this card. This is a really old card. I'm sure that maybe Sergio knows about this one, but this is a really old card, man. I think the original printing was secret rare. And then I think these are going for like $4, which isn't too bad. But I think it's really worth picking up right now because of how popular Dragon Link is. And on top of that, the new Synchron monster is coming out, Revolution Synchron, and goddamn, that card is good. And I'm definitely going to be picking up a playset of those. But I needed the tuning because I didn't have it. An easy way to search any Synchron and also mill some cards. So it's a great way to get stuff into the graveyard. This card is fucking toxic, guys. And unfortunately, the ultra rare printing is the second highest rarity. There's just a lot of common printing of it, so it's pretty cheap to build. It's under $1 for a common printing, but ultra rare is about like $7 right now. And then the secret printing is like 40. I wasn't trying to fucking do that. You got me fucked up. But this card is absolutely bonkers, man. Absolutely bonkers. I couldn't help myself. I love the ultra rare printing. I don't have a playset of my own, so I needed one, so I ended up picking up some. So this is one of the newer cards ended up coming out from Cyberstorm Access. I actually ended up pulling one from my box that ended up opening, and then I ended up buying the rest. I bought one for like 7, and then I recently bought one for 12 because they are skyrocketing in price. These are upgrades that I ended up getting. I got the Secret Dark Holes. Look at that, bro. Secret printing. Look how beautiful that looks, bro. Whoo, my God, bro. Oh my God. And you know what's the best part, guys? You know what's the best part? Secret Dark Hole, the latest printing of the card, is bulk. You could get this card for like 50 cents, which is absolutely ridiculous. Look at that. Oh my God, man. I picked up a playset of Book of Moon, man. I think these are from the Battles of Legend Armageddon. For ultra rare, I think that might be the only printing of the card in this specific rarity. Obviously, there's like secret rare, which is the higher rarity of this, but secret rare is like $10. And I'm like, listen, bro, ultra rare is good enough. These are going for like $2 a piece, and I had only rares, so I'm like, you know what? I want a little bit higher rarity. I ended up getting like a playset of ultra rares, so these are really nice. I ended up playing or buying a playset of Shadows Light when they were like $4 or $5. These things are like bulk now, which is insane. Now it's a great card, and the reason I ended up getting it is because of like Despia. At the time I was still playing Despia, and I wanted to test this out to see how consistent it is. But you know, Despia kind of sucks, I'm gonna be honest. Branded Fusion is the only real good card in that deck. It's very, very unfortunate because this card has a lot of synergy, but considering that I'm still playing Dragon Link, I think it's still something worth looking into and testing out. I got a playset of Duality. I really like this card's art, like also with Shadows Light, right? Like they look kind of like very similar. They have like a very similar theme. But Despia players were really looking forward to this card because it's an easy way to get out Dragoon. And I thought it was a really easy way to get out Dragoon, but I'm sure there's like other implications for the card. So I'm definitely gonna go hold on to these. So jumping right into the market watch, guys, these are some of the cards that I have been looking at. Some of these are my personal opinion, and again, guys, don't go and invest in, right? And you know, God forbid that you end up losing a lot of money, right? And I don't want you to be blaming me. These are just my personal opinions. These are some of the cards that I'm looking at currently, and also on top of the meta where it's currently at. I think one of the first cards that really comes to mind is Triple Tactics Talons from Rise of Destiny, or Rise of Duelist. There's 3 rarities of this card. You could get this card for fairly cheap, right? The cheapest being out of Magnificent Mavens, pretty recent set, and Triple T back from the 2021 tins. But if you get the Rise from Duelist, right, you pay what, 10 more bucks, and you get a near mint first ed from the original printing, which is phenomenal, man. This is such a great card in the format. If you go back a couple of months, right? Let's go to March, right, of this year. So that is what, we're July. That's 3 months ago. It was about $62, which is absolutely insane. And at that point, I don't think it was worth it. And considering that Thrust got released maybe sometime between then, from now and March, I definitely don't think that helped the price of Triple T. But I do think that because of Thrust, I think it dropped down tremendously. Because if you look at it around July, about right now, it just plummeted, right, from peak $60 to about 45. So they're going near mint 40 a piece, which is insane for such a phenomenal card. Yes, you could buy it for a lot cheaper, but if you spend a couple more bucks, you could get the first ed printing secret version of the card. The next card I wanted to talk about is Chaos Dragon Legionnaire. If you look at the most recent tournament standings, Dragon Link is a very, very popular card, or excuse me, very popular deck. And in that deck, you play Chaos Dragon Legionnaire. The secret printing of the card is pretty inexpensive in my opinion. It's about $7. It's a beautiful secret rare. For the first ed, let's go ahead and go a few pages back because these are all the unlimited versions of it. Maybe you think we went a little too far back. Let's go to the second page. The second page, you could get a light play for first ed for about $9, right? But if you just go back a few more pages, you could get a near mint for $10, right? And I'd rather have you guys get the near mint because light plate could have a few scratches, could have a few dings, and that's not fucking worth it, in my personal opinion, you know? Because again, this is all about investing. And again, very beautiful card. Not with it. I mean, I'm with it. I don't hate it in any kind of capacity. But if you spend a few more bucks, right? If you just get a few more, double the price, right? You could get a near mint for $35, right? And again, that's a pretty huge jump. But for an ultimate rare from OTS pack 12, which was what, I think maybe like 5 years ago, you're getting it for $40. That's insane value, insane, right? And it doesn't really go up from there. October of last year, it probably hit its peak, or November of last year hit its peak, about $40, right? This is around where Dragon Link started falling out of favor because of how strong tier limits were. Tier limits were just such a powerful strategy. Shout out to my homie Jason. He loves the waifus. But I definitely think it's worth it right now. You could get it for $35, ultimate rare. And in all honesty, I might be picking up this card very, very soon. Standby phase. Main phase 1. End of main phase 1 to battle phase. End of battle. I fucking you guys know the words, you guys know it, but evenly matched, a phenomenal card, man. Probably one of the most broken cards I've ever seen. But you could get this card for super cheap now. It got reprinted in the structure deck for Trap Tricks. You could get the most available printing of it, super rare, for no more than $5, right? But if you go to the highest version of the card, being from Circuit Breaker, being secret rare, the card right now, let's see, let's go back maybe like 3 pages, right? I'm so upset. This is near mint, but it's unlimited. All right, let's go back like 6 pages. Okay, I think that's a little too expensive. Near mint unlimited. Okay. There you go. Near mint first ed right here. The cheapest is going to be $40. I definitely think it's worth it, guys. I know $40 on paper is a lot, but for a very good staple card, the highest printing of it, near mint for $40, that's super cheap. That's such a great value. And, you know, even if you don't want to spend that amount of money, I think spending $4 on a card, which is as strong as evenly matched is definitely worth it. I mean, you get this thing for like $4, which is insane. Insane. I'm super mad because I bought mine for like 50. It went down. But, you know, life goes on. You know, you win some, you lose some. Chaos Space. Again, right back to Dragon Link. Dragon Link is such a popular card, or popular strategy. I think buying the secret printing of the card is definitely worth it. Chaos Space is such a great card. I bought these when they were like $10. I wish I knew that they were going to get reprinted, but I mean, I wouldn't have been able to play the deck regardless. You could get a near mint first ed for fucking $3, which is insane. Or if you want to be OG about it, you could go ahead and get the original version of it. Look, go back a couple months. These things were like $15 right? But if you look now, because of the secret printing, it dropped down right to $2. You could definitely get the original printing of it. If you're into that type of thing, if you like things OG, definitely worth picking up. This part is just for collection, in my personal opinion. Right? Tier limits was such a very powerful strategy when everything was at 3 of. Again, shout out to the homie Jason. I hated Jason for a little while because he was playing the deck, you know, before it hit its peak. And, you know, he just likes his waifus. He's just horny for the waifus, right? When it first released was about like $30, right? I ended up pulling one at its peak. I'm glad that I ended up keeping it for the collection, but it just plummeted the more, you know, tier limits fell out of popularity, and the more that they got hit on the actual ban list, the more it fell down. You could get what, a near mint unlimited for $25, which is insane. I personally think it's worth a pickup. I got mine for like 15, which is crazy. But I mean, look how cheap this card is. This is a pretty fucking cheap card, and I think it's worth having in the collection. I love the new OTS printings of cards. I love the swirls on them. They just look so good, man. In hand, the swirl on this is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And I definitely think it's like worth picking up. It's definitely worth picking up just for the collection, just to have a playset. You can get a playset for under 65 bucks. Alba Lenatus. Now this one is gonna hurt, guys. This one is definitely gonna hurt. Alba Lenatus is a fusion from the Branded Despia strategy, and unfortunately, I bought this card when it was like around like 115, and it hurt. It hurt because it's going for like 84 bucks a pop. That's just for a Starlight Rare. Like that is like look at this. I bought it around this time. But if you want to get a nice Starlight Rare, a fusion from a very popular theme, I think this is really worth getting, in my opinion. Going for 84 bucks, that's not bad. That's not bad. You could have taken an L like me and bought it at like 140. Safer. Safer is, again, a part of the Dragon Link strategy. I think these are just going to absolutely skyrocket in price. So if you're planning to, sell, I definitely think it's worth investing. You could even get like the ultra rares for like a decent price. Look at this, right? Like the beginning of the year, they were $3, right? And then look at this. They're just slowly rising. Given it's not a lot, you're not going to get a lot of return on it, but it's slowly going up. And I think it's because of how popular Dragon Link is. An ultra rare, right? Going for that much, that's kind of unheard of. And then the secret version is definitely another investment that I would definitely recommend. You could get a near mint for 30. These are only going up, right? Look at this. I don't know why the unlimited was going for 50 bucks, but a couple months ago they were going for like 20, and now the market is rising for them because the demand is there. Everyone wants to play Dragon Link. Now, the Chaos Emperor, the Dragon of Armageddon, there's only one printing of this card. There's been a lot of rumors that this is going to get an ultra rare printing or another secret rare printing. But I don't know if that's going to happen, right? I think right now, if you want to at least have like the original printing of the card, I definitely think it's worth picking up, right? Because right now it's like they're like going for 60 a pop. I think a couple months back they were just so low. They were going for like 50, which is insane. Look at this. At the end of last year, they were going for 30, right? And again, there's only one printing of this card. Yes, there more than likely will be a printing of it very, very soon, but or maybe just soonish. But I think definitely right now, with how popular Dragon Link is, I think these are worth picking up. This is a card that they do play in the strategy. It is not a necessary card in the strategy, but it's definitely something nice to have because it gives the deck a little bit of recursion. And like I said, there's only one printing of it. People want this card, and it has ties to, Envoy of the End. So why not pick this up? And it's such a beautiful card too. And like I picked these up earlier, guys. I think these are really worth it. Book of Moon Ultra Rare. There's just so many copies of this card. You don't want to get the Maximum Gold because Maximum Gold is fucking ugly. So don't even waste your time on that. Don't waste your money on Maximum Gold, guys. All right? There's a lot of common. We got a common. We got a secret rare going for like about 10 bucks. Again, having a staple as good as Book of Moon is definitely worth getting. At the end of last year they were going for like 3 bucks, but now they're going for like 10, which is insane, man, for like Book of Moon considering how old the card is. I don't think the secret rares are worth it, but if you want it, you're more than welcome to get it. But I think getting an ultra rare, because again, I think that might be the only printing of ultra rare. Oh, well, there's this one, but look at this. This is from Turbo Pack. You don't want to get that. That's way too expensive. That's $20. Hell no. You don't want to get the premium gold because the borders don't look as great. You don't want to get that. You have all of these other commons. You got super rare. That shit is going for 800. I don't think that, that's unheard of. Like that is insane, bro. But why would you do that when you could just get an ultra rare from Battles of Armageddon for like $2? That is definitely worth it, and it's a staple card. It's never gonna fall out of style. It's always gonna be useful in some way, shape, or form. There's gonna come a boss monster that is just so oppressive, so strong, where you just Book of Moon that motherfucker. Super Polymerization. This one hurt because I ended up buying the secret rare versions. Raw Yellow Mega Pack. I bought these for like 20 bucks a piece, guys. I mean, they're still going for a decent amount of amount, and I may sell them just so I could get the secret printing of it. But look at this. Look at this, man. This is just insane, man. Light Play First Ed going for like $10. I honestly might end up selling my copies because I'd rather have a newer printing of it, a nicer printing of it, because it didn't come out in a core set and it came out just like in raw yellow mega pack. I don't think it really holds a lot of value to me. Look at this, light near mint, $35. That's not worth it. That is definitely not worth it. You could just go to your local card shop. You could go ahead and get the newest set, Monsters Revenge, and get a fucking playset for $3. I'd rather have the newer playset, the newer looking card, for the Super Poly, and they still look just as good. Look at that. The Super Poly looks amazing. I'd rather get this, guys. This is definitely worth it. Dark Hole. Dark Hole is definitely another one. This is the newest secret rare printing. I mean, Battles of Legends, like the newest one, is such a good reprint set, guys. Such a good one. But I mean, you could really get any kind of Dark Hole and it would work. But if you look at Legendary Collection Joey's World, right? I think that's the only other secret printing of it, right? Let's go back 3 months. 3 months ago, it was going for $10. Listen, I'm not gonna buy Dark Hole for $10. I'm not gonna do that. That's just too much. I'm not with that, right? Because of the secret rare printing, it just fell down in value. And this is like fucking maybe like 5-6 years old. Why would you do that? Just get the newest printing. It's bulk. It's less than $1. I think investing in the secret rare Dark Hole for legacy, for the collection, and also it's just a nice looking card. Look at that. It just looks beautiful. I'm a enjoyer of the Dark Hole. Okay, guys, so that is going to be it for today's video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the market watch. But let me know any kind of feedback, guys. Do you guys prefer, what type of style, me showing what I bought recently, and then going into market watch, or market watch into what I've bought recently. Again, I'm very new at this, but these are all beginner steps, and hopefully I produce a little bit better content for you guys, because ultimately that is my goal. I want to make sure that I make a best viewing experience for anyone. So if there's any kind of feedback, make sure you guys leave it in the comment section. And I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Until next time, I'll check you guys out later. My name is Winster, and you guys have a good rest of your day.